Welcome to Viking basketball with head coach Jase Coburn as the Portland State Vikings are home for the next 2 weeks. They're playing this week, Thursday night against Montana State, Saturday against Montana. Both games tip off at 7 p.m. right here at Viking Pavilion. Come on down and watch the Vikings. If you can't get here, you can always watch them on ESPN+. And Coach Coburn, we're going to start with the most obvious thing. The Vikings have played 20 games already this season, only 6 of them right here in this building. It has to be pretty gratifying now. You get to be home and kind of make up for that, get those home games under your belt.
Yeah, we're really excited to get a chance to come home and play at home in front of our fans. And and like you said, we've been on the road for a really long time, and our guys have been battling, and they're a fun group to coach. So looking forward to being at home, though, and people coming out and supporting the guys because they've been battling on the road for quite some time.
And big games this week, as I already mentioned, Montana State, the defending Big Sky Conference champion. They are currently 6-2 in second place. Montana 3-5. They're right behind the Vikings. Portland State in 6th place, currently at 3-4 in the Big Sky. And Coach, you come off one of your better games of the year at Idaho State, a very complete win, led for most of that basketball game, got great play from your starters and great play off the bench. So maybe the team is in a good spot right now. How do you feel about them?
Yeah, I mean, we continue to compete every single night. We've had some leads throughout the Big Sky play that, and then we've ended up losing them. So we've been playing good basketball. We just need to play consistently for 40 minutes, and we did a good job of that the other night. So I think we took a step forward, and excited to get back out there on Thursday.
Well, and you referenced taking leads, losing leads. You've been on both sides of that, and that's a kind of the nature of Big Sky basketball. The last 2 games that were played here, both decided in the final seconds, and in fact, on the final shots of the game. So I have to believe you're expecting more of that this week.
Yeah, I mean, you got to play well every single night in our league to win. I don't think there's any team that can go into a game in our league that can play bad and win. So anybody can beat anybody on any given night, and it's really evident this season. So, we got to play well on Thursday, got to play well on Saturday, or any game really to get the win.
The Vikings 4 in a row at home, 6 of the next 8 games at home, and 7 of the final 11 in Big Sky play right here in Viking Pavilion. So this building should be rocking here for the next few weeks, certainly, Coach. And talk about what's important for your team in terms of being successful at home. What are the things you guys are focusing on?
Well, I think you mentioned it earlier. We've only played 6 home games this whole entire year, and only 2 so far in Big Sky Conference play. So we've got to learn how to win at home, because it's a different process. It's a different routine. So we just need to fall into that routine and come out here every night and compete and try and get better. And hopefully we'll have a good crowd out here for all the home games. And like I said, we're excited to be home.
Well, we are expecting the 2 biggest crowds of the year this weekend. Certainly great opponents coming in. Talk a little bit about Montana State, defending Big Sky champions. And they have the reigning Big Sky Player of the Year, Jabril Bello, returning. He's a big man, plays inside, kind of a traditional post type. Raekwon Battle, their leading scorer. He was top reserve in the league last year. Talk about a few of the challenges Montana State brings to you.
Yeah, I think first and foremost, they're a really well-coached team. Coach Sprinkle's done a really good job out at Montana State. And, they're the defending champs, like you said, so we totally respect them. And they have what everybody else in the league wants as a league title. So, we totally respect everything that they've done up to this point. But we know that they're a really talented team. They got a lot of really good players. You mentioned a couple guys, but they also have some other guys that are really good. So we'll have to be on top of our game for that game.
Montana State winners of 10 of their last 13 games they've played, so they're coming in here on a hot streak as well. On Saturday night, it is the Montana Grizzlies. That's always a big one when you mention the University of Montana. They have a very talented guy in Josh Bannon. He's about 6'10", but he does it all for them. He scores, he rebounds, he passes. He is going to be a problem. Probably you got to develop a special game plan for him in preparation for Montana.
Yeah, I mean, Bannon's a very, very versatile player, can do a lot of different things. He can dribble, pass, shoot, post up, rebound. I mean, so he can do a lot of different things for him. But it's the same deal. They got a lot of other really talented players too. A lot of guys who can make a lot of plays, and they're really well coached, and they've been really well coached for a long time. So that'll be a tough matchup, but we're looking forward to it.
And this week, special events. Thursday night is Pride Night here at the arena. Saturday night, we're going to recognize the new Portland State Athletics Hall of Fame class. They will be introduced at halftime. One of those, a former Viking basketball player, Jeremiah Dominguez. You and I have talked a little bit about him. You didn't actually get to coach him or perhaps see him play while he was here back in the late 2000s, but maybe a few words on what you know about Jeremiah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thrilled for him that he's in the Hall of Fame. You know, like you and I talked about the other day, he's an ultimate winner. I think, you know, to go along with all the individual accolades he got while he was here at Portland State, I think probably the two most important things is that he led that team to 2 NCAA tournament appearances. And that's awesome for him. It's awesome for that whole group. You know, and a lot of times, you know, just being here over the last 10 years, I hear a lot of great things about those guys. And I've said this before, I feel like the walls talk still about that group. So, you know, unfortunately I wasn't able to watch him play, but totally respect everything that he's ever done, and I'm really thrilled for him, and he's very deserving, and it's awesome. Like, I'm really happy for him and that group. You know, and of course all the things that they've done. I look at that banner every single day I walk in the gym and totally respect it, and that's, you know, as part of the Portland State tradition and where we need to get to. You know, and our guys see that banner every single day.
So it's going to be a special weekend here at Viking Pavilion. Come on down. It's a loud arena. The fans really make it a great place to watch a game. We have enhanced concessions you can come and see. We have the beverage cart right over here to our right, Coach. They now serve people in their seats. You can order from your seat, and they'll bring you a beverage or a hot dog. Is that something that maybe you've considered doing during the course of the game?
Not during the course of the game, but if I was watching it, I definitely would do that. But, yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't know they were doing that. That's awesome.
That's right. We got it all here at the Viking Pavilion, so come on down. Watch the Vikings play Montana State Thursday, Montana Saturday, both 7 p.m. tip-offs. You can also watch it on ESPN+. For all your information on Vikings basketball, go to govikes.com.